All right, I heard it from your mouth. Maybe if he had a partner? Maybe. Just so happens at one time, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian were in fact a tag team. As a matter of fact, here's a little history lesson. 15 years ago, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian were the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Only for a week. It was only for a week. If you blink, you missed it. But hey, man, I feel like you all feel I want to party tonight. So what do you say we get the band back together and we become World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions?
Very exciting proposal here by Kazarian.
I didn't forget about you, sweetheart. Don't worry. If you guys are as great as you claim to be, why don't... Hey, they are entitled to their opinion, even if it is dead wrong. How about tonight, you defend those titles in a triple threat tag team contest? What do you guys think? Sounds like a pretty damn good idea to me. You clever. You're on your cross, hey?
You guys cool with that?
Challenge accepted here by the Parea.
What's that?
Excited for this match right now. Let us get the teams in their corners and ring that bell. I want to see everyone throw down.
This is our ring. This is our city.
Not to discount the X factor of Todd Eastman at ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Top tier.
the following is a triple threat tag team match, and it is for the World Series Wrestling World Tag Team Championship! Introducing the first team to my left. From Nashville, Tennessee, he is a world-class maniac, Eric Young! And his tag team partner from Yucca Valley, California, you guessed it, Frankie Kazarian! And standing to my right, accompanied to the ring by the best manager ever, Todd Eastman. They are from Brisbane, Queensland. The Crusader, Tim Hayden, and the once-in-a-generation athlete, Mitch Ryder. They are top tier! And finally, the champions, standing to my left, weighing in at 1,000 pounds of polished marble. They were sculpted by the gods of Mount Olympus, the kings of the continent, and your World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Gabriel Aras, Eli Theseus, Parea!
Can we get confirmation on that entrance information for the parade?
1,000 pounds. I can see it. They already, once again, the Brisbane crowd's behind their faithful, top tier. Brisbane's own. Well, they would love to see some Brisbane boys win some gold here tonight, but they got a hard challenge ahead of them with not only the veterans of EY, Eric Young, the world-class maniac, and Kazarian, but also the Parea.
The Parea are World Series Wrestling champions, but as we heard just before, Kazarian and Young have been Impact champions in the tag team division before, both of them with 2 additional Impact title reigns in tag team action. Eric Young also NXT tag team champ, while Frankie Kazarian held the tag team championship in Ring of Honor as well as AEW. Gabriel Eros showing off his dance maneuvers.
I don't think that's going to be enough for him to win those retain those tag titles here tonight. But interesting to see the cockiness.
Now this is not a surprise. Eros tagging in the much bigger competitor Eli Theseus to mix it up in the ring with Eric Young.
Do you speak Greek?
I don't, actually.
All right. I was going to ask if you can tell the people at home what he said, but...
And now Eros is tagged back in. I'm kind of confused as to exactly what their plan is here. And Eros out of the ring again.
Both men stalling for time. Maybe they realize that the odds are stacked against them. They want to hold on to those belts as long as they can. Sometimes it's always good to confuse your opponent. Sometimes you never know exactly, especially in tag team action. If you make it so that they don't know who they're getting, they can't
prepare as much.
Can't prepare as much, exactly.
The problem they have is the tag team champions have their championship advantage almost nullified by the fact that this is a triple threat tag team match.
That's no disqualification in tag team matches, no countouts either. They cannot get a cheap disqualification victory to retain those titles. They have to pin or submit one of the other members of the tag team in order to retain those titles. But of course, they don't even have to be pinned themselves to lose those titles. And
Eros delivering a chop to the chest of Mitch Ryder, officially tagging Ryder into the match. Not that I'm complaining, I'm very excited to see Ryder mix it up with Eric Young here.
To say there's a reason why he is called a once-in-a-generation athlete, and who better to go up against him than the world-class maniac Eric Young. The tentacle wrestling there with the headlock. Eric Young shooting off Mitch Ryder, taking him down with the shoulder tackle.
You've got to wonder if Eric Young was prepared for that kind of strength from Ryder. Young's been in WWE, he's signed to Impact, but wow, the height on that drop kick from Eric Young there.
I think we can say he's kind of prepared. But still show respect there, both men realizing this is a huge match right here.
Personally, I would have much rather to see just this match, Top Tier versus Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian, with a bit of respect. But unfortunately, the World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions making a bit of a mockery of these competitors. Look at the athleticism on display here. Back and forth between the two men.
And Mitch Ryder with a drop kick of his own.
Into an incredible kip up.
Maybe this young man here has impressed the veteran Eric Young.
The crowd steadfastly behind the hometown boy here. Still that respect, but maybe a little more begrudging from Young after taking that massive drop kick.
I don't know, if I was Eric Young, I would much be more impressed with the wrestler who's actually wrestling than the jokers on the apron there, doing absolutely nothing. And of course, talking about the Parea, but we're not talking about them right now. They're not in the ring. We see a top wrist lock by Eric Young getting broken out by Mitch Ryder. That's a back elbow by Eric Young. And now, We see Kazarian, first time ever, coming into this match.
Kazarian also with a neck breaker there. A huge list of accomplishments to his name. A two-time world champion in PWG. As we said before, AEW Tag Team Champion with SCU.
Very accomplished tag team wrestler is that. And speaking of very accomplished tag teams, here comes the Crusader, Tim Hayden.
Tim Hayden also a singles champion in his own right here in Queensland. Mixing it up with Kazarian here technically, fighting over wrist control there, jamming the elbow over the shoulder.
As you can see here, while Mitch Ryder may have a bit more of a reservedness to him, Tim Hayden a lot more physical, a lot more violent, but that doesn't matter right now. It's an arm drag to Kazarian, and an arm drag of his own. Now Kazarian getting back to that arm drag, armbar.
And this is what you get with youth versus experience. You can see the explosiveness of Tim Hayden there, the younger competitor, but Frankie Kazarian has done it all in this industry. But it's been a while since Kazarian and Eric Young were a tag team, whereas Top Tier here showing their experience as a team.
Remember, it's been 15 years approximately since they've held tag team golds. I'm of course talking about Kazarian and Eric Young, but Top Tier team with each other all the time. They know each other like the back of their hands.
Don't have to talk to be able to communicate what they want the other one to do. So in tune. And that shot to the gut of Kazarian right there.
That's the best part about tag team wrestling. It doesn't have to be flashy moves like we saw before. It can literally just be one guy holds the other while the other guy punches him in the gut. But I think Kazarian's coming back.
Knife-edge chop by Frankie there. Kazarian ready for it.
Back elbow by Kazarian, runs off the ropes.
Moving around that clothesline into a swinging neck breaker.
Incredible by Frankie Kazarian. A good kick out there by Tim Hayden.
And if you're the Parea, you have to be worried about what's going on when you see someone like Frankie Kazarian take control like this. If Frankie Kazarian is able to pin Tim Hayden right now, the Parea lose their tag team titles without ever being involved really in the match.
Well, Parea were just evolved right there, holding on to the hands of Kazarian. But I think we just saw a blind tag. Kazarian being thrown out, and I think Eli Theseus is going to pick up the pieces and bring Tim Hayden to the corner.
Tim Hayden's head right into that middle turnbuckle there. And those pads may look soft, but they are covering a hard metal hook. That is not the place you want your head to slam into. And here is just the animal mentality of the Parea, looking to rip apart whoever they're in the ring with.
They call themselves Greek gods, but very ungodly offense right there by the Parea. Right now, Gabriel Eos showing off to the crowd. Tim Hayden trying to get back under him. Trying to get back to his tag team partner. Mitch Ryder, but scouted right there, went for an NC missed.
Stomp to the back from Gabriel Eros after ducking that enziguri. Very well scouted. And the tag is made. I feel like if the Parea have what they want, Tim Hayden will not be tagging out for a while. Keeping that quick tag movement between the Parea, keeping them fresh. Meanwhile, keeping Tim Hayden in pain, struggling, unable to find reprieve on the apron.
See, earlier in the match, the Parea was standing on the outside while the other two tag teams were going after each other. Absolutely genius, if I do say so myself. If you want to stay fresh and not get hurt while the other two break each other down, you can take opportunities to go after and take control, much like what Eli Theseus is doing right now. But I think Tim Hayden is so close to getting back into it.
Tag almost made again, fingertips away. You also have to wonder if the Parea purposely did not want to face off against Young and Kazarian. Their tag out early on when Eric Young wanted to start the match, forcing Ryder in.
And he tagged. And as you can see, Eli Theseus tagging in Kazarian, making him the legal man. A little bit of a dance going on right there.
And it's not to discount their skill. They're very capable professional wrestlers. Extremely strong, extremely quick, extremely brutal, technically proficient. You can't ask for much more, except for the fact that they don't seem to care about the sportsmanship. Huge stomp to the chest by Gabriel Eros.
When you're the champion, sorry to interrupt, when you're the champions, you don't need to be sportsmanlike. You have the gold, you can do whatever you want.
Tim Hayden in a lot of pain, trying to fight his way out.
As you heard before, the best man ever, Todd Eastman, giving him some great encouragement, trying to get back into it. Is it all for naught?
Look at those blows by Eros. This is why I called him a pit bull before. He does not stop, he just wants to inflict punishment.
Like I said before, Greek gods with ungodly offense. Massive stomps right there to the chest of Tim Hayden, but the crowd wanting top tier to get back into it. Now Eli Theseus back into the ring.
And if you're Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian right now, you would be desperate for these men to come anywhere near your corner so you can make a tag. Either man, really, if they can pick up the pieces against Tim Hayden here, or if they can take the fight to the Parea. Oh, the drop kick from Eros. Hayden so close. The Crusader absolutely fighting for his life here.
Fighting for his life, and as you saw before, Gabriel Eros getting in between Tim Hayden and Mitch Ryder. So even if he was able to duck under Eli Theseus, there would be another roadblock right there. Great tag team wrestling, cutting off the ring, making sure that even if there's an even inkling that he can get his tag team partner into the match, that there's no way about it.
Abdominal stretch here by Eros, grabbing Theseus for leverage though, inflicting that extra pain by having Eli Theseus pull on the arm.
And of course, the referee focused on whether Tim Hayden wants to give up or not. He can't see the hands. But speaking of hands, listen to that smack right to the ribs.
Pure disrespect by the Parea for both their opponents and the official.
And Eric Young going in.
Eric Young not able to tolerate it anymore. Taking out Theseus from the apron. Eros now down. Hayden fighting with all he has left to make the tag to Mitch Ryder.
Tim Hayden is crawling and crawling. The punishment he is feeling, sustaining and lingering. Can he get to the tag?
That is what the Parea do best. They manipulate the situation. Eli Theseus just pulled Mitch Ryder off of the apron, stopping the tag moments before it happened.
As you can see here, Tim Hayden, however, not without any other options. He's going not for his tag team partner, but for the other tag team. Who's it gonna go?
Tagging in Frankie Kazarian, ducking the clothesline, right hand, takes it to the man on the apron as well.
Taking out Mitch Ryder as well, just for extra leverage, but his focus is on Gabriel Eros right at the moment. Incredible forearm by Kazarian, and he is feeling it right now.
Dropping the leg across the back of the neck there. The training of Killer Kowalski coming in handy with the leg drop.
Incredible springboard leg drop by Kazarian, but is that enough? No, it is not, to take the titles off of the Parea.
A huge rally there from Frankie Kazarian, turning the tables on the Parea.
Now tagging in his former tag team partner, Eric Young. Massive combination, back suplex, neck breaker combo, but is that going to be enough to crown new tag team champions?
Not quite. 2 count there for Eric Young's cover. We can see Top Tier trying to recover on the outside. Eli Theseus trying to stand up on his corner. Gabriel Eros taking a lot of punishment from Young and Kazarian here, somehow managing to fight back.
Massive punches there. Both men exchanging massive blows. Both the crowd here firmly behind Eric Young.
I wonder if the crowd here is just against the Parea. They would like to see anyone who's not the Parea take the win here.
And here comes Mitch Ryder.
The once-in-a-generation athlete dropping Theseus not once, but twice.
throwing Theseus into the corner.
Sent over by Eli. Catches the arm. Goes over into the German.
Incredible German.
Springboards up and the Crusader off the top rope.
Massive kipper.
Somehow only gets the 2.
For any other normal man, that would have been enough to take him out. They would have gotten the pin. But for the Greek gods, that was not going to be enough at all.
Can we talk about how incredible all 6 men in this match have looked? Obviously, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian, they're known for being incredible performers, and they have not lost a step. The Parea have been absolutely brutal, and Top Tier have shown off such incredible tag team work. Look there, taking out Kazarian and Young. Dropping the once-in-a-generation athlete there, but not getting the pin. Mitch Ryder kicks out.
You don't get the name once-in-a-generation athlete for your soft disposition. You need to be a hard man. You need to be able to take the punishment and dish it out. And as you can see here, he just took some of the Parea's best moves and was able to kick out, and the match is still going.
Gabriel Eros is not happy with what just happened.
How can he be?
Theseus trying to talk some sense into him to keep this punishment going on.
Wait a second here.
Grabbing that chain, like I mentioned earlier, wrapping it around his fist.
But if he uses that weapon, he uses that chain, he's gonna get disqualified. No, there's no disqualification in this match, I'm sorry.
Mitch Ryder ducks it. Eros managing to take out his own tag team partner there.
Taking him out with that gold chain.
Theseus dropped. Eros deposited outside of the ring. And now both members of Top Tier.
Top Tier.
Into that huge facebuster lung blower combination. Only gets the 2. Eli Theseus incredibly kicking out.
But in the background, as you can see, I don't know if the cameras caught that, but both Kazarian and Eric Young coming in to break up the pin. They too want to become tag team champions. Even though Top Tier have done an incredible job tonight, and we can all give them the goals, they don't have to worry about one tag team. They're going to have to worry about the veterans in the corner.
Eric Young tagging himself in here, taking a Superman punch from Eli Theseus, but I don't know if Theseus has much more in him to capitalize.
Whatever he had left, it's gone. It's gone now.
The Crusader making his presence known, but takes a huge shot to the gut from Kazarian, who flies over the top into a DDT. Kazarian deposits Ryder outside of the ring, springs him back into a cutter.
That is incredible. Gabriel Eros. Massive face buster right there to Kazarian, but Eric Young has no idea what is behind him. Who are behind him?
And here it is.
Eric Young! Wrestling Tag Team Champions Eric Young and Kazarian. What an incredible triple threat tag team match we have just witnessed here tonight.